on Scam School. It's the best tricks from half a decade and almost 300 episodes. Also, let me out. I'm claustrophobic. This episode of Scam School brought to you by GoDaddy. OMG, it is a brand new network and a brand new group of people to introduce to Scam School. That's right, Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. Howdy, I'm your host, Brian Brushwood, and we've got a lot of new people just coming in. After 5 years and nearly 300 episodes, it is time for you to learn how to get free drinks, introduce yourself to the cutest girls at the bar, get the phone number, get whatever you want. And it starts right now with a recap of some of the best Scam School effects we've ever taught. Let's go find out. Dude, I cannot freaking believe it. It has been over half a decade, 5 years ago, creeping up on 300 episodes of Scam School. So I figured it's finally time for us to have midterms. This is a test.
Whoa.
Yes, I'm sorry, bro.
Wait, we're gonna be in school for 10 years?
Yes, get ready.
I have been drunk for tests before.
That's fine. So much better. And actually, I should point out that we're joined by Johnny Zavon, who was there at the inception of Scam School.
Episode 1.
The original first consultant, right there.
OC, mother.
There it is. And Jason Murphy, I've been working with for coming up on 10 years now. So here's the thing. We're going to burn through 7 or 8 of my all-time favorite tricks.
All right.
Got a lot of people who haven't seen the old episodes. We want to bring them up to speed. We want to refresh and make sure people can remember who are just, getting into the series now.
So they know how awesome it is.
Sure, let's say that's the reason. So here's the important thing. We always teach on Scam School that there are 3 different classes of effects. You have openers, tweeners, and closers.
Yep. Give people's attention,
Yep.
do something with it,
Yep.
close the deal.
That's right. Now here's the thing. Openers have to be dead simple. They have to be something that work anytime, anywhere. Has to be something visual that makes people say, do that again. Show that
What
to
is
my
that?
friend. Exactly.
Yep.
So the first episode we ever did of Scam School, still my favorite, the human chimney. Here, let's bust
Yep.
this thing out.
Oh, fire.
What could go wrong? Let's just do this.
I'm trapped in the corner.
All right.
There we go.
That was amazing.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, you're on fire.
Breathe this, breathe it.
All right, this is a Martin Gardner principle
Yep.
written up in Table Magic like a half century ago. But essentially, it boils down to when you strike that match, you have that initial sulfur flash.
Yep.
Very little smoke during that.
Invisible.
There you go. When it's burning, no smoke. When it goes out, that's when you get the smoke, right?
Oh!
You strike it towards your face. You inhale whatever that sulfur poison is. Pretty sure this kills you.
Invisible heat juice.
There you go. You strike towards your face, inhale. It will tickle. That's a good way to put it. Let's say tickle.
Got a good one.
And it's amazing because there's more smoke manufactured in your lungs than comes out of the entire match. But dude, you're gonna do it. So let's just get that started right now.
What do I need, 3?
I
to
was
make sure.
You get away with 1, and it's gonna burn.
Okay.
It's gonna burn.
It kicks.
All right.
It kicks.
Closer. Lean
I-
towards you. Try.
Stop pressuring me!
Towards your face. There you go. Just like towards your face. There you go.
yeah, like that.
Yep.
Breathe
Just
in as soon as
inhale.
I light it.
Once it
Yeah,
stops burning, stop inhaling. If
Okay.
it's not, you only want the burn.
Okay.
Shake it out. Slow, super slow. Yeah! First thing that's gonna happen when you do that is they're immediately gonna ask you to do it again. Never repeat a trick. No, stop. That's you.
Yeah.
Once is a trick, twice is a lesson. So instead, you do some verbal jujitsu and you say, you answer a question with a question. It's like, oh, did you like that? And of course they'll say yes. They just asked you to do it again. Would you like to see another? And they're like, yes. And so what I'll usually follow it up with the human jack-o'-lantern. Looks like this.
I love that. I love that.
That's no
This
good.
is so
gonna
far
put it
out
in your
there.
water.
Give me this. Wait, what?
Okay, couple of things to remember.
Fire in his head. Yeah.
First of
Fire
all,
burn, fire hot.
You should know that the matches really do burn at like 1600 degrees Fahrenheit. All hydrocarbons, whether it's gasoline or wood, burn at roughly the same temperature. If you were to just bite down on there, it would cook the roof of your mouth. But instead, what you do is you inhale slowly. So you want to get enough flame on there. You want to inhale slowly enough that you draw all the heat into your lungs, but not so fast that you actually blow it out. So you want to find that middle ground. Practice in front of a mirror with this. And you won't burn yourself if you do it right.
Slow inhale.
Slow inhale.
Yep.
So the
But
fire
not a
goes-
lot.
So the fire goes into your body. Just
Well,
sounds theory.
just-
Not in the roof of your mouth, not in your lungs.
I'm starting to think that maybe Scam School is not the most liability-aware program on planet Earth. Maybe just, if you decide, if you want to show off, you can let it decide to burn just a little bit. Yeah! You got it! Boom!
Thank you, thank
You're
you.
applauding in the back. That's you. You know, with Father's Day right around the corner, I can't help but think that it's time for you to thank your daddy. Not your biological daddy, talking about your GoDaddy. Your GoDaddy is the place for cheap domains. They're one of the earliest sponsors of Scam School. They're the home of 99.99% uptime, 24/7 support with real-life human beings, and most importantly, super cheap domains. Talking about domains so cheap that you can buy them just to piss off your friends, like loservirgin.com, and use it to point to their personal website. Be all like, haha, I went to loservirgin.com, and that's you. And then your friend punches you, and then you just blame me. Don't blame me. And don't blame GoDaddy, because all they did was give you excellent support and completely cheap domains, especially if you use promo code SCAM8 at checkout. That's gonna get you 10% off your order. And I'm pretty sure I'm no math wizard, but like 10% off of dirt cheap equals holy crap cheap. So get down to holy crap cheap level and go with GoDaddy. Openers,
Yeah.
you got their attention. You've got them asking you to do tricks.
Actively engaged.
Now you move on to tweeners. Now tweeners are different because they require something of them. For example, it could be like, they have to remember what a playing card is. They have to actually hold an object themselves.
They're
Openers,
not part of it.
exactly.
Yep.
You get them in it and you get them to own part of the action here. That's when you'll do something like maybe just ask for a cork behind the bar
Okay.
and set up a challenge of from a height of at least one cork,
Okay.
drop this and have it land on the thin edge. This is the kind of thing that they'll stay super busy with. Here, give it a few
Right,
tries.
so
See
now
if you
you're
can do it.
setting up a puzzle that they're like, oh, this is easy.
Sure.
But there's no way.
Now, what I usually do is I start off with giving two people these corks, and I have them race. I say, whoever does it first will get a free beer. And of course, no matter how many times you do it, it's
Nobody
not going to
does.
land. The trick is if you go from one length up. Now it's different. On synthetic corks, you want to go 1.5 lengths.
Okay.
On natural corks, you want to go 1 cork length up. Make sure it's sideways from that height, and when you drop it. This is great though. You're interested enough that you want more, which is why you could get away with perfect tweeners like this. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
Right.
set up a little
if
football.
If they're in this far, they're in for the whole ride.
Usually, at this point, you just want to keep hitting them with material. This is the karate chop match. I'm gonna set this up like this. If with your other hand, you could karate chop down and break that top match in just one hi-ya, free beers for the rest of the night.
Okay.
Question is, can he do it?
That was supposed to happen.
Oh, I love the delayed onset.
All right, now we're in the home stretch here. We go into closers. Closers are the kind of thing where it's like you got them on the hook, you have them interested, hopefully they enjoy the tricks you're doing. This is the moment that you graciously suggest that you would like a free beer for your services. So here's the setup. You got a diamond pattern here. The rules are you can move 1 quarter at a time, and every time you let go of a quarter, it has to be touching 2 other quarters. So that's a legal move, this is a legal move, this is a legal move, but something like that would be an illegal move.
Right.
With that
Yep, and no
in
pushing
mind-
other coins
Oh,
with,
yeah,
with
good
the
point,
coin.
good point.
There's
Sure.
none of
Everything's
that.
everything's in 2 dimensions as well. With that in mind, you got to start in the diamond and you got to end in them all in a line.
Go for it.
Because yeah, you're the only one here who doesn't know. That's it. He douses his fingers to be safe.
They're pure potassium. Science is awesome.
All right. So, what? Yeah, I don't. I'm never good at these.
Just give it a try. Just
All
try.
right, play
It
around
doesn't
with it.
matter.
Play around with it.
All right. So, there.
And now you're back at the beginning.
I am.
That's-
Yep, that did not work.
Yep.
So it has to be touching 2.
Yeah.
Every time you let
Yeah.
go.
Every
Correct.
time you let
Correct.
go, it has
Yep,
to be
yep, yep,
touching
yep, yep.
Okay. So, all right, I'm gonna.
That's a legal move.
That's
Yep.
totally legit, bro.
You can do that all day.
I don't know.
Now here's the thing. You want to give them enough time to play with it to where they hit a level of frustration where, because let's face it, just buying a beer at a bar, you're looking at what, like, you know, $3-5 or whatever.
Yeah.
Once they get to, really what you're doing is you're selling the answer. You're just like, I'll give you the answer, just buy me a beer. All right, here's the thing. 4 steps. 1, so you had the first one.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
It settles into place.
See, one of the things you have to overcome is realizing that you don't have to have all of them touching at the same time.
Right.
Only when you move one.
This is
Right.
the elegance of a good puzzle, where it's
Yeah.
like everything is 100% accurate. The only limitation was that you didn't think outside of the box.
Right.
You built
Right.
your own cage for that.
Right.
So this is a case where, with your mind, you built your own barriers. But my favorite puzzle is one that Martin Gardner, the legend who wrote the column on Scientific
Amazing
American, showed me in person and asked if we had done on Scam School before. And I was like, it's my favorite. Full stop. It's a perceptual dynamic of, let's take, for example, we got these 16-ounce tall beers. Would you bet that the circumference around this guy is longer, or the height from here all the way down to the bar?
You know, just looking at it, I would think the length of the can.
You would.
I would think. Being
Knowing
that
Brian,
Right.
who's
But
burned him
knowing
twice.
What show this is, who has tried to set me on fire repeatedly.
That's a good point.
I'm gonna say the circumference.
All right. What if I were
It's
to?
gonna be contentious.
What if I were to amplify things? Say, like about that. Same circumference, but now we're talking from here all the way down to the
Clearly,
table.
my money is on height.
Yes.
Clearly.
But I concur with Mr. Savant.
All right, here we
I've
go.
never played one
This
on
is
TV
this is
either.
here. Hold that still. Make sure that it doesn't go anywhere. We're gonna. You get. There you go. That's the
Okay.
circumference right
Yep.
there. Right.
Yep. What?
Is that amazing?
You gotta be kidding me.
A pint glass is almost a foot around just at the top. How crazy is that?
This trick is usually done in privacy and not with a beer.
It's a girthy trick.
Oh my God! Look, here's the thing. If you guys enjoyed this stuff, there's like 300 more episodes. We got 5 years of Scam School and 5 years more to come. Thank you guys
Hey,
so much, man.
My pleasure.
So I do have a bit of a bonus thing for you. Something that we're trying out for the first time.
Okay.
One of the main complaints I get from people is that they've watched Scam School a lot, and but they forget things. You know, they're in a social situation. They know a bunch of tricks, but they can't keep track of what they paid attention
Right.
to.
It's hard to recall when you're under pressure.
We came up with something that I think is really, really clever. It's a ring that we're going to have available at scamstuff.com.
Okay.
And inscribed on the ring all the way around are 24 hieroglyphs. Each of the hieroglyphs is the answer to one of the Scam School episodes that we've done. So these are crib notes, basically. When you're in a social situation, you can go through, you can remember like, oh, that's the prediction for the Martin Gardner tic-tac-toe thing.
Right.
That's the one for this one.
That's handy.
That's what oh, I see what you did there. The cleverest thing is, you remember one of the episodes of Scam School we did was where we actually learned how to escape
Right.
from police-issued handcuffs.
Yes.
We learned
Okay.
a couple of different methods, but the one that's built into this ring is, you'll notice that the inside has been etched out,
Right.
and there is built in a shim that's designed to escape from police-issued handcuffs. And it also has a serrated edge, so if you're putting zip ties, you could saw your way out. But basically, here, go ahead and officer. Just put. I'm a little uncomfortable with the imagery here, but go ahead and lock me in on this. The idea is you take off your ring, you run the shim in, and all you have to do is get it one click in. There we go. Once it's in, you just got to get it clicked in once, and then the whole thing comes off, just like that.
That happened a lot faster than I thought.
I
it
know,
would.
it really is that easy. This is one of the coolest things we've ever put together. I think you're really going to dig it. So check that out at Scam Stuff. But thank you guys, man. Thanks again for
man.
consulting from the beginning and being there
Hey,
through
it's a
300
project I
episodes.
believe in.
Right on. Those rings really are available right now at scamstuff.com in 2 versions. We have it with the escape gimmick and without the escape gimmick if you want to save a few bucks, and they're available for pre-order at this moment. It is amazing how every social situation transforms itself once you have like 24 ready to go miracles on your crib notes right there in your hands. Don't forget, I want to hear about your success stories and failure stories, so hit us up on the comments right below. I read all of that stuff, or hit me up on the social media with twitter.com/Schwood or google.com/plushwood. And of course, if you want to suggest your favorite bar scam, write me directly at brian@schwood.com. Now next week, you're not going to want to miss it, because we are going to learn how you can create an award-winning web series that runs for half a freaking decade, despite the fact that you have no talent whatsoever.
Good. Working out? Yeah. I thought surely it's not going to make one of these matches like. Hey, you have any tricks that don't involve hurting.
No. It's a lot, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die.